All right, Shalom Akim. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to all the Akim out there pushing the word of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity. I'm a lawyer from the Great Millstone Miami camp, and today I'm going to do a lesson in response to the Apostle Gabar's video, which he did that lesson in response to some guy in Milwaukee claiming that the 144,000 are going to be literal physical virgins, and that there will be no sex in the kingdom of heaven. That the Israelites, I guess, we won't be having sex in the kingdom. I don't know how that makes any sense, but basically, this video is going to be in response to that, and I'm going to go into a few precepts showing that obviously there is going to be we are going to have sex in the kingdom, and we are going to have children in the kingdom, and children of course are brought forth through sex. I'm not going to make this too long, just going to run through the precepts and present it as the scriptures say. So without further ado, this is Hebrews 8 and 8. Hebrews 8 and 8 says, For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days cometh, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their minds, and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. Okay, so the reason why I bring out this precept, because the scriptures say that the Lord's going to write his law, statute, commandments in our inward parts. Okay, and that we are going to keep the laws perfectly in the kingdom when he establishes this new covenant with us. All right, now with that there comes certain perks that comes with that, and obviously certain things that are written in the law that we will have to fulfill, because the laws are going to be written in our inward parts, man. Like it's very simple, man. Deuteronomy 7 and 11. Okay, one of the perks of keeping, okay, one of the blessings of keeping the law, statute, and commandments perfectly. Deuteronomy 7 and 11 says, Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and statutes and the judgments which I command thee this day, and do them. Wherefore it shall come to pass, if ye hearken to these judgments and keep them and do them, that the Lord thy God shall keep unto thee the covenant and mercy which he sware unto thy fathers. Now, what did the Most High tell Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? He told Abraham, I will make thee a father of many nations, okay? All right, and he said, "So shall thy seed be." The seed was reckoned, okay, and accounted through Isaac and Jacob. All right, the blessing went down to Jacob, and the Most High told Jacob, "I will make thee a nation, and a company of nations, and kings shall come up out of thy loins." Man, so the Most High said, if we keep His laws, statutes, commandments, He's gonna fulfill the promise and the mercy and the covenant that He swore to our fathers, man. And I just recited to you one of those promises. Okay, so it doesn't make any sense for us to be in the kingdom having the law, statutes, commandments written in our inward parts, and for us not to be having any children, because the Most High made Abraham a father of many nations through the act of sex. Okay, and that was done through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Jacob had 12 sons. Those 12 sons had children, man. Okay, and their children had children, and their children's children had children. I mean, it's just that plain, man. Now, continuing on, it says, And he will love thee and bless thee and multiply thee. He will also bless the fruit of thy womb and the fruit of thy land, thy corn and thy wine and thine oil, the increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep, and the land which he sware unto thy fathers to give thee. Okay, so the Lord said he was going to bless the fruit of our womb. Okay, the fruit of our land, the fruit of our wine. All right, basically, when the Lord said that he's going to bless the fruit of our womb, that means that we will be having sex with our women, okay, and they're going to bring forth children, okay. All right, there's not going to be any barren amongst them. Now, there's not going to be any miscarriages. All right, no abortions in the kingdom. None of that madness, man. Okay. And where do fruit come from, by the way? If the Lord said He's going to bless the fruit of our womb, where do fruit come from? Fruit comes from seeds, man. Okay. And the fruit of a womb, all right, that's a woman's womb, all right. And women don't produce seed, man. Men produce seed, and they implant it into a woman, all right. And that woman, that seed becomes a child, all right. And the woman gives birth to that child, okay. Which means, again, men will be having sex with women in the kingdom. Verse 14, it says, thou shalt be blessed above all people. There shall not be male or female, barren among you, or among thy cattle. Okay, so the Lord said, "There shall not be barren among you, male or female, man." Okay, so both male and women, men and women in the kingdom are gonna be fertile and potent. Okay, all right, and have strength to bring forth children. Okay, now jumping back to the book of Genesis. All right, the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and 26. Again, the book of Genesis is the first book of the law. And mind you, we will be keeping the law, statute, commandments perfectly in the kingdom. Genesis 1 and 26 says, "And God said, Let us make man in our image after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth." Okay, so again, this is part of the law. All right, and the Lord said that He's going to write the laws, statutes, commandments in our inward parts, and that we're going to keep the laws, meaning that we're going to keep the laws perfectly, man. So how are we going to fulfill this part of the law and keep this part of the law if we're not going to be having sex in the kingdom and not going to be having children? That doesn't make any sense, man. It just doesn't make any sense. This is Isaiah 59 and 20, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth, shall not depart out of thy mouth, or the mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed's seed, saith the Lord, from henceforth and forevermore, man. Okay, so this is talking about when the Lord redeems Israel and turns transgression from Jacob. All right, hearkening back to that new covenant. All right, when the Lord cleanses us from all our sins and our iniquities, and that we don't sin no more. All right, and the Lord said that He is going to make a covenant with us, and the spirit that He's going to put in us, and the words that He's going to put in our mouth and in our hearts shall not depart from our seed nor our seed seed. All right, how is that? How is that even possible if we're not going to be having children in the kingdom? It's clear as day that we will be having kids in the kingdom, because it says, "Out of the mouth of thy seed and thy seed from henceforth from forever." Okay, so which means our children, our grandchildren, our great grandchildren, our great great grandchildren, and so on and so forth for the rest of eternity, man. This is Psalms chapter 22 and 28. It says, "For the kingdom is the Lord's, and He is the governor among the nations. All they that be fat upon the earth shall eat and worship. All that go down to the dust shall bow before Him, and none can save alive, Salakia, and none can keep alive his own soul." All right, now this is talking about the kingdom of heaven. Okay, the kingdom of the Lord. Verse 30 says, "A seed shall serve him, and shall be accounted to the Lord for a generation. They shall come and shall declare his righteousness unto a people that shall be born, that he hath done this." Okay, a people that shall be born. How are people born? Through the act of sex, through the act of sexual intercourse, a man getting with a woman, all right, and putting in his seed inside of her womb, and that seed generates into a child. All right. Now, the next precept I have is Psalms 144. Okay. Now, this guy said, the 144,000 men will be virgins. All right. Now, this is what Psalms 144 says, man. All right. And David wrote this psalm. All right. And the elect, the 144,000, and the rest of the elect are part of the house of David. Okay. Psalm 144 and 11 says, "Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouths speak vanity, and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood. That our sons may be as plants grown up in their youth, that our daughters may be as cornerstones polished after the similitude of a palace." Okay, so of course this prophecy hasn't happened yet, man. We have not been delivered from the hands of strange children, okay, whose mouths speak vanity, and their right hands are the right hands of falsehood. Okay, but when that does happen, that will allow us to have children, and that our sons may be as plants grown up in their youth, and that our daughters may be cornerstones polished after the similitude of a palace. Okay, which means that we will have kingdom in the kingdom. We will have children, and those children will be strong and beautiful. All right, it's going to be an act of the Most High, that our garners may be full, affording all manner of store, that our sheep may bring forth thousands and tens of thousands in our streets. Okay, so our oxen and our cattle are going to be having children as well, going to be having offspring as well, that our oxen may be strong to labor, that there be no breaking in nor going out, that there be no complaining in our streets. Happy is that people that is in such a case. Happy, yea, happy is that people whose God is the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, so that was, those are precepts that immediately came to my mind when I saw this video. And I mean, these guys, man, wow, man. May the Most High have mercy upon us, man, and take not His Holy Spirit from us, so we don't end up like guys like this, man. So with that, all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all that came out there pushing the word of Yahweh Shem Shai in truth and sincerity. Shalom.